Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Woodford Reserve partnering with a chocolate company for Valentine's Day. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Egley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Kathy Cool, and Vaughn Nieters.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey-oh, so yes, going to be a fun show today. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day. It's one of those holidays that most people spend a few bucks on, and it seems like there's opportunities for the bourbon industry to make some dollars off of that. Woodford is kind of figuring it out, it looks like, but always just curious why don't more get involved, so we'll talk about that after the break. For right now, KK said there's something she want to talk about. What is that?
I do. So sometimes people get a hotel for Valentine's Day and get a little night away.
Whoa.
Is there anything specific that you do every time you stay in a hotel? Like, do you put your suitcase in the bathtub? Do you not like, Steve, not like dirty?
I did. How do you know I'm not laughing at anything dirty? I'm thinking about the shit I do, like throw the pillow, the fake pillow,
oh, okay.
The one that, yeah, throw that in the corner immediately. I mean, that's something if they have decorative pillows, I don't leave that on the bed. I can't take it. They got to whip that off there. The top one, that's the comforter thing that they're not changing between guests. That one gets stripped to the edge of the bed, thrown the bottom there. There's some shit I do just because hotels are disgusting. You can't think about it too much. You gotta. It's like suspending disbelief when you're going to see a movie. You gotta suspend your curiosity a little bit when you're in a hotel, because it's fucked up if you start getting into it too much. You just got to be able to live your life, and you're just like, oh, this is fine. It's a brand new room, so everything's fine. Everyone does their job and cleans perfectly. Everything's good here.
They're definitely getting paid enough to care about their fucking job.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the stuff I was thinking about there, Kathy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Germ-related stuff.
Germ-related.
I like my house to look like we don't live here, but when I'm in a hotel, I'm an absolute goblin.
Oh my God.
An absolute goblin. I'm spreading open the suitcase, clothes are everywhere.
She takes her suitcase, unzips it, opens it up, and flops it on the floor. And the shit's all over the floor. I know this.
There's clean, there's no, I know what's dirty and clean, but nobody else does. It's just a mixed match. It's all on the floor. It's taking up some space. And then I don't like my bed tucked in. I don't like to feel constricted. So I immediately pull up anything that's tucked in and fuck up the bed. Okay. And then I get a paper cup and I drink whatever I brought with me. And I'm like a fucking menace at a hotel. Take off
her fake eyelashes and her hair extensions.
Yeah, it looks like I might have got murdered in there. But yeah. I have a good time. I like the hotel room. But I like to not be responsible. So like Airbnbs were a thing for a minute and they were nice, but they want you to clean up after yourself. That's not my jam.
That's a deal killer.
I'm not trashing spaces, but I'm absolutely not going to take out the goddamn trash or make a bed. Not happening.
Right.
Do it for me.
I've never had to do that in an Airbnb.
Well, you didn't read the rules.
Rules.
No, you read the rules. They say take all the dirty stuff that you had and throw it in the corner of the room.
Well, that's what you should. You shouldn't be making the bed. That one thing I know is I don't like the idea of telling you to make the bed.
No.
Yeah,
No, I don't want them to tell me to take my trash
out. Put the sheets in the washer?
I haven't had to do that either. That's
I'm not
weird.
doing all this. No, I am anti-Airbnb now. I am 100% hotel. You're going to make me feel like a child again. Thank you. Clean up after me.
Yes, I'm with you.
Huh, okay. Yeah.
Check the description before you book your next Airbnb.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Airbnb, like everything, Airbnb started out great, and then they started just adding so many fees in there. It's like Eventbrite. We're dealing with that now. Eventbrite, the fees are incredible now that they just add on. It's ridiculous. It's a joke, but people get mad about it. And what are you going to do? And we've already set up a process that we will take payment in the store for any of the classes. And I don't know how else to convey it other than say it a million times. But then still people are pissed off about it. We're going to always have it on Eventbrite because they have a huge audience. People a way for people to discover your events that aren't necessarily in your normal group that you're marketing to anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's how I found you guys the very first time.
Exactly. Eventbrite
was Eventbrite.
We're not leaving Eventbrite. I hate to tell people this. We're not leaving Eventbrite. We're going to stay on there. We're always going to list our stuff on there. And if you book through them, you're going to pay their fees. So we don't participate in those. It's their stuff. You just got to pay.
And you make zero money off of those fees, right?
Right.
No.
We don't get a cut of their
house.
fees. They keep all that. That's theirs. So, and again, it's gotten ridiculous. I agree. Like Steinkamp's doing one, it's $6 because you get to keep Mini Glen, which is a good deal. So you pay $6, which is that's his cost. Deal. He's basically giving his cost. So you got to pay $6, but then the Eventbrite fees are $3.09. So it goes from a $6 event to a $9.09 event. That's ridiculous. Over 50% upcharge. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wonder what their logarithm is to figure out what the fee should be, because
they make no sense. So like even on Etsy, like I don't want to do Etsy anymore because I'm like their fees are stupid. I'm like I'm not even making money after you do what you do. Yeah. Like it's dumb.
Yeah, that's what happens and Airbnb the same way, just more and more fees, and it used to be a great alternative because then it was way cheaper than hotels. Now fucking Airbnb,
and they were nice
as much as hotel. There's times when you need it if you got a big group or whatever, but
then the homeowners that are renting the stuff out through Airbnb became a bunch of dicks and makes you and did all that stuff. It's like, no, you are running a place that's a hotel alternative. You are not. I'm not living in your house for you and paying your rent for you.
I'm
doing all your work for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some of them quit treating it like Tim was saying, like a hotel thing. There's times when you book them. I've had ones where they've canceled them on me before. Well, if I've already luckily I've been able to have backups and go to other places. But if you didn't, if everything you had was bet on you've got this room and you've already paid for all the travel, and then you got no place to stay, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, and the ones in houses where they're like, it's above a garage or something, but they only have quiet hours. I'm like, no, like I'm rolling in at like 1 a.m. drunk as fuck. I can't guarantee I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah.
Not the vibe anymore.
I don't want to shut my curtains if I don't want to.
I'm absolutely not doing that. I don't even shut them in my house. So no.
That's true. I saw guys standing outside McNew's room watching her. There she is.
Immediately walking the dog at the certain time of night.
Those were sketchy windows. I couldn't see out. I thought they was in. It was a little weird.
Mm-hmm. It was an Aaron Andrews moment. That's what it was.
Aaron Andrews was a victim. I don't know about McNew. They had the shutters, and the shutters are open. She assumes people can't see in through those shutters.
I was getting in was sunlight. They were very slanted. I mean, whatever. Hope those guys had a good day. It's fine.
They had a good day. Yes,
it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine.
One thing that hasn't been said yet. So, Steve, I do the same thing. I yeet that stupid pillow.
Yeah,
that thing gets thrown in the corner as far as it can go. Yeah. The comforter or the whatever the hell that thing is, that top thing that goes. I also first thing I do is I walk in without even turn the lights on. Where's the thermostat and turn that thing down to 65 degrees?
Yeah.
Get that thing pumping. Let's go. Get this thing cooled down here.
Right.
Yep. Because why are they always so damn hot when you walk in? They're like a sauna when you walk in.
Yeah.
Keep it low, and then people can turn it up if they want to. No, they're always so hot.
All right.
But bags and personal effects always on hard surfaces. That's it. Not floor, not nothing. Hard surface. Put it on the desk.
There's usually a desk. I always check mine on the desk, and then when it's safe, floor.
What I don't want to think about is a remote control. I just think like I'm at home. I don't want to think about it. I'm just like, I'm just going to use it and just call it a day.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
You Keep your hands out of your mouth.
Got to put it out of your mind. Von Nieters, did you answer this one?
No. So what I do is I go in, I lick the TV remote, cuddle up with the comforter and the decorative pillows.
Open the blinds and take your wang out, and there you go.
Yes, exactly. Generally, I'm not like too germaphobe about it. Like I'm aware of that stuff. I'm not like making it a priority first thing I walk in the room. I'm usually like walking around the room, see like what kind of cool shit they got, if they got anything fancy or anything, and then I'm usually posting up on bed and seeing what they got on TV, seeing what kind of channels they got.
Usually it's a local channel, it's not great options.
Usually not. No, sometimes they got some good stuff. Sometimes they got like a special streaming stuff or whatever. I don't know. They got like the movie channels or whatever. I don't know. I like to relax.
You never know when Men in Black's showing again when you're in the hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I just turn on YouTube.
That or any of the Fast and Furious shows. They're always on.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Kathy, you asked what sort of rituals do you have in a hotel?
I try not to let my bare feet touch the carpet.
Okay. Kathy, we don't need to hear about that level of detail.
Steve, that's the problem. It's more of a.
I don't turn the TV on in hotels. I'm usually.
I don't do it. I don't turn on the TV either. I don't really watch TV.
The TV never gets turned off in the hotel. Really? I turn the TV on, leave the room.
Yeah.
When the warden is out of town, I don't even turn the TV on at the house. There's nothing I need to watch, really. It's only so I don't have to talk to her. So she'll put on the TV and, hey, let's watch a show. When she starts telling me about accounting stuff, like, oh, so-and-so did a debit when it's supposed to be a credit, I'm like, oh, wait, let's watch one of her shows, What's on? I don't even care.
Making challenge on tonight? Oh, look, there is.
I definitely turn the air down. Yeah. And I've learned how to check for bed bugs.
Oh, that's
you bring up black light or what? How do we check?
No, you just look. Pull up.
You pull the mattress away from the wall. You gotta look into the creases.
The creases, and they'll you see poop, blood, and blood. Yeah.
So basically, you just look.
You just look.
That or open the drawers. If you see white dust inside the drawers, then you know that in the dressers, if you see white dust there, they just recently fumigated.
Route and be a second small talk. But do you guys put your shit in the drawers or closets? No. I never have.
Hell no.
No. I have one
closets. I hang stuff up in the closet.
I hang stuff in the closets.
Yeah.
I don't put anything in the drawers. I like to use that little thing they give you to hold your suitcase. Whatever that is.
I went on one trip with
luggage rack.
She's folding her shit, like her shit is folded in her suitcase. In there, and she was like putting it nicely in the dresser. I'm like, you use the dresser? She's like, you don't? I'm like, no.
I'll tell you what the warden did. What the warden did recently in the last couple of years, we have a travel hamper. It's got one of those things where it collapses in and out. That's the greatest thing. When you're in a hotel, there's nothing better. You got the hamper out there. You just throw your stuff in there, and then boom, and then you just carry it out at the end of the trip. Because I'm driving.
I use the bags that they hang in the closets for.
Yes.
Yeah, those help.
Yeah. That's where the swimsuit goes.
Yeah.
Before it goes in the bag.
We use those too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm such a redneck. I'm just like, okay. So I open my suitcase. I'm like, this half is clean, this half is dirty, but it all gets mismatched in one day. But I'm washing it all when I get home anyway, so I don't care.
Anyway.
Anything that comes out of that's immediately going to the laundry room. Okay. But
I'm kind of like you, McNew. I keep all my stuff in my bag, and then I just pull it out as needed, and then just make a pile in the corner of the room of dirty clothes.
You need your hamper. I do the same thing, but I use the hamper.
That suitcase immediately goes to the laundry room. It's not going anywhere else. Anything in it's washer. As soon as
I'm not making extra laundry for myself.
Yeah.
I tell you, the only other thing I do
underwear thing.
Oh yes,
the old underwear.
You carry all your underwear.
Take your underwear with you. Just throw it out. Yeah, that's the key.
Okay, here's the funny thing. I saw
so much underwear
about this last week that it was like, can't wait till vacation to get rid of my underwear. This is not just a Steve thing. This is a thing among men. It is a thing.
Yeah.
Where they're like, gotta throw my underwear away. Good I'm going on vacation.
It's the best thing going. You feel like an accomplishment.
You can get rid of it any other time of the year.
You forget, though. I'm telling you, you forget. You throw it in the wash, and then it's clean. I don't want to throw away clean underwear.
No.
I feel like I paid to launder that. You got to pay for the water and the soap, the electricity, and all that stuff. The gas to dry it. I'm not going to just throw that away. I'm going to have to wear it. But when you're on vacation, it's a different process. You're out of your normal routine. You're like, oh, well, this goes in the trash.
And I also
reducing my carbon footprint.
And when you're
it's
on
not flying back with me.
Yeah.
You feel like you deserve nice things on vacation. You're like, oh, nope, those are trashy. Getting rid of those. Like, that's easier to do. You deserve nice things on vacation.
Get rid of your underwear on vacation.
Right, but if you're trying to have nice things on vacation, you're wearing your shitty underwear all week? Hell no.
No, you're throwing it away.
Yeah.
Then why
it's gone? Because it's such an accomplishment. You're
like
gaining space in your luggage. It's less you got to carry. Like I do all the packing of the car. I got to lift it up, and I'm like on the way. It feels lighter when I'm going home. I'm like, oh.
So you don't fill it up with like souvenirs and new things and bourbon?
I can tell what that weighs. I just in my mind I know, I deduct that out. I'm like, okay, this suitcase is that much lighter.
Steve, the human scale.
Yeah, I know. I just know. Yeah. And I was going to say the only other thing that I do at hotels.
Lighter.
7 pairs lighter. The only other thing I do at hotels, I always, piss in the automatic coffee machine too. So
Apparently,
other than that, that's the only other routine that I have. I mean, yeah, because I always hear that people piss in it, and I think, well, someone's got to do it. If it's not me, then who? So I have to do it, right?
Yeah, I've read that they get really moldy in there. So
it's the urine. Yeah, it's the urine. It's just
urine.
Correct. It just settles.
It just settles. Yeah. Well. So.
What is the coolest thing you've ever seen in a hotel room or had in your hotel room?
What?
A bidet.
Bidet?
I was going to go bidet. I've been shocked at how accurate they are.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Accurate.
When you sit down, you're like, oh, there's no way it's going to hit the bullseye. Oh, shit. There it was right there.
It worked.
Huh.
There's... When you have the perfect bowel movement is when you get the Poseidon's kiss. Now you can get it every single time. I mean, stop wiping, start washing. Let's call it what it is. And yes, Kathy, a bidet is spectacular, and it is warm. They come pre-warmed as well.
What about you, Nieters?
Well, I have an answer. This is the reason I brought it up, because Steve's talking about peeing in the coffee maker. Well, on New Year's, we stayed at the Ritz, and they had an espresso machine in the bedroom, and we got to use that, and that was freaking awesome.
I pissed in that. Yeah.
Yes,
I know what you're talking about.
It was completely dry, so it had evaporated. It was just the piss crystals.
It's just the salt. Just the extra salt left over. Yes.
Yeah.
100%. It was dried up by then.
Poo particles.
But even cooler than that is when I went into the bathroom, the mirror has a TV in the mirror. Yes. And it, like, when the TV is off, it's a mirror. So I took a shower and watched college football.
So you don't think it's
in the morning? It was great.
Oh,
it's a camcorder. 100%. Yeah, it's a camcorder.
I'm fine with it. I got to watch college football while I took a shower.
I saw the Von Nieters film out there on the internet, but I was like,
it's on the dark webs.
Yeah, it's on the dark webs. I was like,
it's just out there on Pornhub if you look for it.
Put your fingernail on the mirror, and it like makes a reflection. It's not a two-way. If it doesn't, it is. Like, there's some sketchy shit.
Especially in those Airbnbs, they were putting cameras everywhere.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
If they want to see this thing, drink it in.
I was going to say, I don't.
They want to watch this thing. Yeah. You want to see somebody broken down by corporate jobs and this, that, and the other, and just trying to have a good time and feel like he's alive. Then, by all means, drink it in.
It's like nude beaches. You don't want to see anything in a nude.
It's never what you want it to be. In your mind, you're like, it's going to be a beach full of Kate Uptons, and then it's not. It's not that at all. No.
Nobody attractive's going to those beaches. It's absolutely what you don't want to see.
Right.
It's not what you want.
Yeah. Everyone goes up in Key West, the Garden of Eden. Everyone goes up there, and it's the same naked fat guy that's been there for the last 20 years, sitting there. Oh, yeah. With his legs spread, just sitting there waiting, just letting people. Oh God!
I have a story. It's not about the Garden of Eden, but it's about swingers.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so I was 22 in Nashville. The Coyote Ugly. They have a Coyote Ugly there.
Sure.
And this girl, she was so nice. She was like, "Oh, my husband thinks you're really cute. Can we buy you a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course you can buy me a drink. I'm always here for a free drink." And
can we then put this roofie in it?
Yeah, no. So I had no idea. And my friends were like, "You can't talk to them." She's like, you got to come back over here. I'm like, "No, they're being so nice. They bought me a drink. I have to obviously stay and talk to them." "No, they're trying to take you home." And I'm so dumb. And I'm like, "Oh, I did not get that they were swingers." I'm like, "Oh, that's why his wife was so nice." That makes a lot of sense after the
fact. Did they make their move then, or?
Yeah, they tried, but my friends were very much like, "You're a fucking idiot. Come back over here." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." After the fact, it made sense.
Friends.
It made so she's like, "My husband thinks you're so cute," and I'm like, "I am so cute," and I'm like, obviously,
obviously.
on me. So I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, that tracks." The next morning, I'm like, "God damn, I'm glad I have good friends."
Yes, you have good friends.
Oh yeah, you needed the friends to pull you out of that. Otherwise, it was
definitely
without friends. What would you have to do there other than get involved? For sure.
My head.
Oh my god! Like we're like having sex now, and I didn't even plan on this tonight. But what are you gonna do? Oh my god!
What's happening?
On the foundation of the Eiffel Tower. I didn't know how that happened.
Like I wish I had friends not to tell me not to do this, but they didn't. So let's do this.
I was so clueless. I was like, "Why is she?"
Oh my god! I'm young and cute. So I guess you're gonna have sex. Yeah.
I really thought she was being so nice, and I'm like, "Yeah," and she was. She was so kind.
Oh my god! Yeah.
No, I'm a whole idiot. I was a whole idiot, but I'm like, "Oh, now I get it." But,
now you get it. Fair enough. Thank God for your friends. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Yep.
We haven't even had a drink yet.
Yeah, no,
it is time to drink. It is time to drink. Yeah. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with McNew.
I'm going to go with some Widow Jane 10-year.
Okay. Sorry. Not a lot going on there.
Not a lot.
All right. KK.
I am going to open up it's really under this is Danny's last pick.
Okay, nice.
From Wiggly Bridge.
We will have one of those at the world record attempt. Okay, that's our lead. Solid. I would say solid. I've got a birthday barrel here from Papa's birthday barrel. So here we go. Slush, squeak. Hardly any pop. Not a good effort there. All wet. I mean, Kathy has the lead. Tim, you're next.
I've got a bottle of Woodford Reserve Masters Collection, the chocolate malted rye.
Okay.
To go with our Valentine's theme.
Okay, good selection. Just
worried about this equipment upgrade you've made.
He's got to diddle his equipment a little bit. So yeah.
As the general just said, tell me about it. He does agree with you.
Okay. Let's watch Von Nieters here because I think he's been cheating. Let's see if he does this legit this time.
I got him on Zoom.
I'm sticking with the theme. I got a Woodford Reserve, the Masters Collection 16.
It looks new too. Look at that. It looks new.
It is.
He goes on and buys this just for this.
Very fine, rare bourbon. Very quiet.
Once again.
Okay, that actually lined up with the video, though. That one
worked. One was quiet.
I felt like the pop was a little premature.
It also explains his height.
Yeah. So it he got the win though.
Yeah.
He did. This is his first legit win of the night. So cheers.
Yes.
That was my weakest showing.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Woodford partnering up with a chocolatier for Valentine's Day and find out if anybody else has got anything going on with for Valentine's Day. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you a bourbon enthusiast can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Kathy Cole. I am not KK Poppins, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about Woodford Reserve partnering with a chocolate company for Valentine's Day.
Yes, we are. So Woodford is partnered with this chocolatier, and they've got, what do they got here, Kathy? They've got something available here. It's through Reserve Bar, right?
Yeah, they do. They have their limited edition Woodford Reserve Double Oaked Bundle that includes their Double Oaked in a 750 and a 4-piece chocolate box.
Yeah, $87.94.
I remember that the chocolate box had like a pecan.
It's a butterscotch, pear, nutmeg, oak, smoked salt caramel, and maple pecan.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I think this is a smart move. Valentine's Day, again, is a spending holiday. People are guilted into it. I mean, look at McNew. One year, her now husband, I don't know, can't remember if they were married at the time or maybe they were early married. And he didn't get a gift or some shit or didn't get one up to standard.
He almost lost his life.
Yeah.
He got you a dog?
Got me a dog. Got me Saint, but he didn't buy me a card, and I cried.
Oh, yeah, she cried about because she didn't get a card.
I got Saint 2 weeks early, and he said, "That's your Valentine's Day present." And then he didn't give me a card. He didn't acknowledge Valentine's Day, and I was very sad.
See, this is what people have to deal with. So this is why I think it's smart for Woodford to create something that you can then give as a Valentine's gift, because this is what people are dealing with, stuff like that. Luckily, I'm in a household where we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We'll basically forget it's a thing, really. But most people do. It's a thing for most people. So I think, and of course, we know now based on the stats that bourbon is equally loved by men and women. So it seems to be that it's a smart partnership opportunity when you've got typically both spouses, though it doesn't work out that way a lot. And I got to say, that's what we find in the barrel shop for the most part. It's one spouse and not the other, and it seems to be equal amount of men and women, but most of them, it's not the men and the women equal, though. It's not in the same relationship. It's there's men who like it, and then they have a spouse where the woman doesn't like it, and then vice versa. We got plenty where it's the women who like the bourbon and not the men. So when you find wins both of them, though, it's a great opportunity for a bourbon gift that appeals to both of them. So I think there should be more of it. I saw recently that Heaven's Door is doing some bourbon gifts, but so now Heaven's Door and Woodford are the only ones I know for sure that have something going on.
So Steve, are you going to do anything at the shop?
Yes, we have an event. We have a very romantic, at least as romantic as we can put together. It's a shop by three dudes, me, Jim, and Darren. But we are going to have a Valentine's night event, and it's not only going to have bourbon there, but we're going to have champagne there. We're going to have chocolates. We're going to have flowers. We're doing all. We're going on. We're going to make some cocktails that are combined champagne and bourbon and stuff. Oh, there's a whole thing we got going on. We're excited about this. Yes, we yes. What's that, McNew?
I love how Steve changes his tune here.
Oh, yeah.
Kentucky 75s with bourbon and champagne.
Yes.
Great.
Kentucky 75s. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. And we're going to have that. Yeah. So, yes, we're doing that. So, yeah.
I love your change of heart here. Yeah, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's a
I
fake
don't.
holiday.
I'm
This,
going
that, and
to
the other.
monetize
But
it.
Went in for business.
Yeah.
everything here for you.
Yeah, and I also don't miss out on anything because we're not
you don't.
celebrating it at my house,
Good.
so I can go into work and be
Bingo.
guilt free. Yeah,
Yep.
no problem, and do an event where other people who enjoy the stuff, have something that they can do that isn't out of their element. It's at their favorite place. Hopefully we're
That's
favorite
right.
place to some people. That
Yeah. No, so my only complaint about this Woodford and the chocolate thing, so I like that as a bundle. You do get some Woodford, but they're not bourbon infused chocolates. So I feel like I'd go like Art Eatables or something and get the bourbon.
Art Eatables is a great opportunity.
I feel like that would maybe be where I'd go instead.
And Art Eatables, they work with kind of just about everybody. I mean, there's a lot of them that they work with. So
I did read the article that Steve provided for us.
Yes.
And they mentioned that they tried to find flavors that would pair well and considered the wood and considered the smoke and everything.
Yeah,
so I
that's good.
think they made an
Right.
effort to try and make a good variety of things.
Yeah, no, and I feel like the chocolatier they picked is very good at what they do, but I don't think it's the way I would have went about it. But I like it's not bad. It's cool.
I kind of agree with you, McNew, but I think it's also kind of neat that they're trying to pick, non-bourbon infused chocolates to pair with their bourbon.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do like that.
Who doesn't love Art Eatables though? Right?
Oh, I'm not. Yeah,
would be
I'm all for that.
Articles for Valentine's Day. I'd be like, yeah, even if it's just 4, 6, 8, whatever. I'm like, yeah, all this.
Yep.
I'd be so excited.
I do appreciate that Elizabeth, she chose and probably had to push the accountants on this one to put the double oaked in there instead of standard Woodford.
Yeah.
Them going double oaked, there's the premium. That's the dessert bourbon that kind of goes in line with what they're trying to do here. If it was regular Woodford, I wouldn't necessarily be as inclined or interested since it is double oaked. I think they're stepping up their game with that to pair it up. Like Von Nieters, I agree with you. I like the non-bourbon related chocolates on this one to go with it because that double oaked is a dessert bourbon.
Right.
Yeah.
McNew left, so yeah.
Well, this show, I'll take over. So the show is coming out before Valentine's Day. So if people want to look into this, they can go to Reserve Bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as we record, it's still available. So
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
So
Good
it's
to know.
available. It's out there.
It's available. Art Eatables is still an option too. Get stuff from them, and you can do a mixture, and you can
Bourbon
focus
and
on one
sweet
distillery,
for your
whatever you want to do.
sweetheart.
Yeah, I think it's a solid move for sure. So yeah, if I was going to get something, I would like bourbon chocolates. I like.
Can we just talk about how Saint looks like so comfortable right now?
every time she walks away.
Yeah.
Passed out, legs spread wide open.
Oh yeah. Well, it's comfortable. So there you go. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me enjoying some Woodford Double Oaked and on Instagram at Von Nieters.
Kathy, drinking.
You can find me not celebrating Valentine's Day ever. And on Instagram.
Bullshit. You're getting engaged on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
so.
yeah,
That's what's happening here. I was going to say it.
Yep,
You guys locking this one down.
ABV Network crew wedding coming up. Yep.
You
It's
guys
exciting.
are frightening.
What's going to be fun is we're all going to show up anyways and not be invited. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
KK,
poor
where can people
guys.
find you?
Look what you do to him. You can find me on Instagram at KKCaststrength.
All right. Tim.
you can find me picking out my colored suit for KK and New Guy's upcoming nuptials on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, McNew.
I'm here to give advice to New Guy, and if he's worth his salt, you're not going to propose on Valentine's Day. You're going to do National Bourbon Day, June 14th, and or Repeal Day, December 5th. Figure it out.
Or in Bourbon Heritage Month of September.
Anytime in September, National Bourbon Heritage Month. You've got options. Don't fucking do Valentine's Day. But I am on Instagram at McNew
Right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check out everything that we do is out there, previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. The place that's going to be hosting an amazing reception for Kathy and New Guy in Arnold, Missouri. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps see people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
McNew kind of sounded like a pull start lawnmower to start that thing out. It was not easy for her, so she powered through. So there you go. All right, gang. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Everyone.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.